Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Brawler, where I have arrived at Catabrand's camp, where I am sure he is going to have some wonderful quests that we have to do in order to help the people of Rohan. Right, Catabrand?
Welcome. Stay a moment and speak with me.
You stand before the esteemed Catabrand, renowned tracker, game hunter, and personal scout to Reeve Althaward. I would like to offer you a rare and wonderful opportunity, the chance to become my apprentice. Working for Althaward awards much privilege and prestige, something a modest hobbit such as yourself would be hard-pressed to find elsewhere. Prove your abilities to me, and there will be profit for this for both of us. Let us begin with a simple task for an inspiring tracker. The hides of the Norcross brown bears can be sold to the nearby merchants for a meaningful sum, but convincing the bear to part with his hide is not without considerable danger. Gather a supply of bear hides and prove that you are more than a mere novice at hunting. Alright, I can do that. I have gathered the hides off of plenty of bears in my time. So, let's go and, this way. Punch a few bears. Ah, a bear. The first. Ooh, 2 bears! Well, if they go down like that, there should be no trouble whatsoever. Bear hides delivered.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Did something disrupt your hunting? I would have expected the job to be finished with a bit more haste, but I suppose I can't expect you to possess the speed of a professional such as myself. Nonetheless, the task is done, and you are still whole and hale. I wager you are ready for a more difficult challenge. Yes, I suppose so. What am I to be challenged with now?
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
In order to truly make a name for yourself, you will need to go after a much more noteworthy kill, and I just happen to know the prey. Ambal the Wolf Mother. I have tracked her trail to the warrens west of here, but I will leave the rest to you. Ambal and her offspring have terrorized farmers and lone travelers for years. Were you to defeat her, you would surely gain recognition even amongst the nobles of Cliving. Just by chance, I know someone who would pay dearly to have Annabal mounted above his fireplace. Please bring back her head as a trophy, undamaged if it is not too much trouble. Fine. Let's find Ambal, bring back her head as a trophy, preferably in a shape where it is still recognizable. I think that I've found the wolf's den. And it looks like I have to be able to kill more than just Ambal. I need to kill the work of a huntsman. Catabrand places value on animal hides that can be sold to merchants and traders. Fine wolf pelts should fetch a fair price, and would likely be exactly the sort of thing that Catabrand would offer a reward for. Meaning, I'm going to go through all this work and he's going to give me nothing, right? Well, let's collect a few anyway. 10 of them! Oh well. Let's see what we have here. More wolves? You have discovered Ambal's Den. Well, I suppose if it has that name, I am likely to find Ambal around somewhere. But for now, I need to find a few more wolves. Actually, I'll probably find plenty of them as I go along. Now, if I remember correctly, I need to... I was going to say go up a hill or something, but I think that's the hill I need to go up. So let's take care of a couple of wolves, and then I will go up the hill. Hey, you. Hey, you! Yes, you! Sorry, not even server lag can save you. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Up the hill. Up this way. And I think this switches around. And it'll also give me plenty of wolves to kill. Hey. There you go. Up this way. Maybe this isn't the hill I was thinking it was. So let's try the western ridge instead of the eastern ridge and see if that helps us anymore. Up, up, and away. Actually, this looks much more promising. Completed! Enmity of the Wolves 3. Alright. Completed Beast Slayer of the Easternmen. 2 deeds in 1. Of course, there's always the advanced one there, but there aren't any more Enmity of the Wolves deeds to be done. Now, Enmity of the Wolves 3, what does that give me? Probably nothing useful to me, I guess. Hey, you seen Umbul around here? Oh, actually, I think. No, that. Or maybe this isn't the ridge of. Oh no! Oh, there she is. Boy, she was well hidden by their 2 pack mates. I guess that was their job, to make me think that I was in the wrong location. Well, let's get back to the hunter. Enmity of the Wolves 3 gives me a bonus while I'm using clubs. For a brawler, that's useless. Well, since we can't get anything out of that, what do you think about these wolf pelts?
Welcome, my friend.
These pack wolf pelts should fetch a fine price in the market. You are quickly proving to be more capable than you at first appeared to be. I certainly could have gathered these pelts myself, of course, had I not more important tasks on hand, such as sending unsuspecting hobbits to do my work for me, and yet I do feel this warrants a suitable reward. Fine thinking on your part. And I have dealt with the Wolf Mother.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
This is a remarkable trophy. Your work speaks for itself, and you are indeed worthy of my trust. When I deliver this to my charitable associates, I would proudly explain how the Terrambel was bravely bested by Pine Punch, Catabrand's apprentice. I am happy to give you this reward for your small part you played removing this from the small part. Oh, just killing the wolf here. The real tough part must have been tracking her to her lair. Yes, of course. And providing me with the map. I'm sure. Oh, and my reward is that now I am Catabrand's apprentice. How nice.
Welcome. Stay a moment and speak with me.
Perhaps you're curious as to why I am encamped here and not hunting orcs near Cliving. Allow me to explain, my dear apprentice. You see, I am on a mission from Reeve Athwart himself. He has placed a rather large bounty on the head of an Uruk named Zerngsnaga, and I plan to collect on it. Zerngsnaga and his company unwittingly attacked the gates of Cliving in an attempt to infiltrate the city. Our riders destroyed the attacking force and sent Zerngsnaga fleeing south. Athward was outraged by the attack and has demanded the Uruk be slain at any cost. I have reason to believe that Zerngsnaga has been hiding in a cave to the southwest beyond the Wolf Woods. You have proven yourself rather skilled. I would not be opposed to letting you handle the Uruk if you are interested in sharing a portion of the bounty reward with me. That's right, I do all the work, and that way he still collects half the bounty. Right. I see where he goes in this. I see where this is going. That looks like the cave in question, just up ahead. Now let's see who's inside. Now we need to find Zerngsnaga. You notice Uruk tracks leading deeper into the cave. So let's see if I can find this Uruk. and deal with them, but apparently the Urukai rebels are carelessly left their weapons strewn along the cave and have inhabited. Removing the weapons from the cavern would make things much more difficult for the enemy force. Alright, okay, so I need to collect these Urukai weapons. Let's try a right-hand rule here. Actually, I think I rarely do right-hand rule for this cave. I think I've usually done left for some reason. Not too sure why. I guess we may find out. Perhaps there's something to do with efficiency on this one. Oh. Hello. Here we go. Another sword. It's 3 swords. A 4th one here. Well, that's a bruiser, and I guess we'll take care of the bruiser first, since I can be a bit of a bruiser myself sometimes. And deal with that Uruk right over there, and of course, take the weapon! Actually, I think this is working out pretty well. Now, the other half of the weapons are probably in the same direction as the Uruk that we seek. So I think you have to go through the entire cave anyway, regardless. I guess I will find out. Let's see, this is where it splits off from the entrance. So let's head out this way. Find our counterpart and deal with him. Oh, a marauder. You better take something about that pain. Okay, I probably caused the pain, but that's a slight technicality there. Now, where were we? Looks like nothing there. Hey, maybe going around this way actually puts the Uruk at the end by doing right-hand rule. I guess that would be appropriate if that's true. Oh, hello. I completely missed you. There you go. 2-for-1 deal on Uruks today. Now let's see. And that is Nust. No, these are just normal marauding orcs. What? He's the furthest one away! He's the one that I knocked out? Oh. And one more sword and I'll be done with that. And for the moment, we've got one more direction I think we can, or actually it looks like I completely missed one on my original path. Well, that wasn't good. Let's just finish that up. Now we need to go this way. Now this must be where the boss is by the process of... Yeah, so you do the boss left, but if you follow... You do the boss last if you do right-hand rule. Now, if you want to skip the side quest and just care about the boss, then I guess you could take the left side first. That's always a possibility. He said, ooh, ooh. Aha, there he is! Cease for a moment. I must know why the riders hunt me. Is it because I attacked Cliving? Because I broke my word? Disobeyed the wizard? Refusing to attack a city full of men? It makes me sick. I regret nothing. First you die, and then all of Rohan will follow. So, apparently... somebody put an order for him not to attack Cliving. Why? Well, Of course, if you've done this before, you know exactly why. But I guess that is the first hint of something very fishy going on. Because you're wondering, alright, not attacking Cliving, but they could attack anyone else. So Anathelwald was angry, not that the orcs attacked. Well, I guess partly because he attacked orcs, but apparently Othwald is particularly angry with this group of orcs because they broke their word and all of that stuff. And he doesn't care about the rest of the towns, which seems to be the other thing that follows here. So, of course, is maybe the second hint that he's a traitor, considering what he did to Mildred's son. Orc defeated.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
There's Nagas no more? Othwald will certainly be pleased to know this. I know not the meaning of Zurzuga's words, but the ramblings of a deranged Uruk are of little concern to me. I can't convey how fortunate I am to have an apprentice so quick to learn. Perhaps, with enough training, you could even aspire to become as skilled as myself. Can I just punch him, right? That sounds like probably the best thing to do there. But let's see. For the moment, I guess... Oh, yes. Heavy armor? Well, this looks like some vitality. Oh, well. Nothing really great here.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
Your deeds have truly impressed me, Pine Punch. I intend to remain here a while longer, as I have some business with the merchants to the north, but you should be heading towards the capital. Have you forgotten the bounty that we discussed? One of Othward's men should be able to see to your payment. Travel north along the road to Cliving and seek out Frithim. Mention that you have assisted me, the one and only Calibrand, with Othward's Uruk troubles, and he will see to your share of the reward. Alright, go to Cliving. Okay, he needs me to go to Cliving. The Epic Quest needs me to go to Cliving. I can only assume then that the best thing for me to do is to go to Cliving. We have arrived at Cliving, which is the impressive sight. Now let's find the reeve and tell him what we found there. And of course we also need to speak with that guard to tell him that we have aided the greatest hunter in all of Rohan with his hunt of the Uruk. I am sure that he'll be most impressed that I have been of some small assistance to that hunter. Hello there.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Greetings! What brings you to Cliving? In Catabrand? That braggart? I wager he convinced you to finish his task, right? The only thing greater than his sense of self-pride is his desire to profit from the labor of others. Here's your share. It is doubtless that you deserve it, and more.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I weep for the people of the Norcrofts. You have seen the dangers outside the walls of Cliving, and you have seen the deaths that lingers at the gate. Yet the nobles living here are ignorant of the concerns and continue on with their petty squabbles and bickering. There is no greater waste of time and effort than these fools. I have tried to make them understand, but they refuse to listen to the authorities save the Reeve himself. Perhaps they can listen to an outsider who speaks with reason. Help resolve these disputes so that they can focus on the necessary preparations for the coming war. Alright, so I need to speak with Orwakar and with Izanud, and see what they have to say on the matter. But I suppose I should really speak with the Reeve first.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Very well, thank you. And I guess I might as well tag this place while I'm at it. Ooh, always the decision as to Which two locations? Oh, that's... we will worry about that later. Right now, what I need to worry about is speaking with the Reeve. Ah, a most impressive mead hall. And I think I see a Reeve just up ahead. So let's find out what he has to say. We can only hope he doesn't throw me out of town like the last Reeve I spoke to did. Well, though I admit that the other Reeve did allow me back in eventually. Here is Athelwald. And apparently his daughters too.
Welcome to Cliving, friends from afar.
I am Athelwald, Reeve of the Norcrofts and Thane of Cliving. My house and hospitality is yours while you stay. Oh, Mildred. What happened to her should not have happened to any lady of Rohan. Losing first her husband and then her son, I should have been more understanding of the boy's youthful boldness, but he called my honor into question. The sword trial is the customary means of resolving such disputes. I didn't know that his wound would fester in such a way. I would have taken back if I could. Talk to young Seaflad, as my ward seems the kindest thing to do. Oh, taking her, yes, but I can understand a mother's grief may make it seem otherwise. I will answer any questions of yours, and you are of course free to see Seaflad. If it is too much of your trouble, could I ask you to help Kuthrid, the captain of my guard, and his duties after you have spoken with Seaflood? Alright, I guess I could do that. Fine, I will go and speak with Seaflood and find out what she has to say, and I'm sure that between the captain of the guard and other people who have tasks for me, I'll have plenty to do while I am here in Cliving. Apparently she's helping to keep watch. Whether she requested that or whether she was asked to help with that, I have no idea.
I saw you coming to Cliving from afar, and I wondered what your story might be.
And now you have come to tell your story to me. How wonderful! Oh, my poor mother. I do miss her. Some days I miss her terribly, but knowing that she's still at home eases the ache somewhat. Worse are the days when I miss my father and my brother, for they will never be coming home. But I am happy at Cliving as I can be. The Reeve is kind to me, if distant. I think he blames himself for the grief that my family has endured, and he wants to make amends for it. I am treated such well here. Look at the view from the walls. There is so much more going on than in Ethangles. Yes, I'm happy here. I hope my mother is not upset by that, but it is the truth. But tell her that I do miss her. Alright, well, alright. Thanks for the discussion. But with that duty taken care of, now let's see if I could help with the troubles here in Cliving. And we'll attend to those in the next episode of Piney Plays the Brawler.